Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Truegram, and this is going to be episode 14 of Let's Complete the Pokedex in Pokemon Blue. This is going to be more of a Pokemon collecting and Pokedex clearing episode, at least a lot more so than the last episode. Starting off, I just wanted to show you that I replaced Roshi and Marcel in my party, basically just made it so that I could take Caterpie and Weedle and try to get them to evolve, because there's an excess of trainer battles, whatever, in this coming little area, because both to the left and right of the routes on the left and right of where we need to go have a ton of trainers. There's on the bike route, I forget what route number it is, and then on the other one that's tackled in a later episode, there are two. There's just a ton of trainers, and so at this point in the game, I had fairly high levels on some of the guys, so I decided that I would level up and evolve and cross some Pokemon off the list. And I figured Kakuna and, or not Kakuna, but Weedle and Caterpie would be easy targets. But yeah, anyway, on this route, which I believe is Route 12, the only new catchable Pokemon in the grass is Doduo. I actually found one. It took me kind of a while to find one, but it didn't end up being too big of a problem. I believe the encounter rate is like 25%, so it's not too hard to catch a Doduo. I was actually considering using one on my team, but this late into the game, I didn't really feel like it, so I didn't do it. I just didn't feel like it. Doduo is another one of those kind of unused playthrough Pokemon, though, that I would have been happy to use had I not had something different to use. Because Farfetch'd is another one of those not very used Pokemon. It's usually either Spearow, Fearow, or Pidgeotto. But I couldn't really decide on a nickname for Doduo. I wanted to name him Tweedledee, because like Tweedledee, Tweedledum, there's two of them, like the two heads, but then I just ended up going with Terry, because that's a name, and I couldn't think of anything more clever. Yeah. On this route, though, there is another cool thing up here, which I've actually skipped, not on purpose, but I've actually skipped this house multiple times on previous playthroughs, and then realized, oh shit, I gotta come back, because this lady will give you HM02, which is Fly. Having Fly allows us access to basically every area we didn't previously every area we've gone to, basically fast travel. But one of the actual bigger benefits for this playthrough, at least, is having the ability to use it in battle, which it's a 2-turn move, but it's actually pretty powerful, and it's really worth using in game, like in battle. Same with Strength and Surf are pretty much the TM or the HMs that are worth using in battle. But having that on Ducks makes Ducks quite a bit more powerful, actually, and the all the new moves that I've gotten recently and will be getting are basically making my team as powerful as it will be in general in the game, because getting Earthquake on Elizabeth, now Fly on Farfetch'd, Ducks, and getting what's it called? We'll be getting Surf soon for Roshi, and we will also be giving Surf to Elizabeth, because it's a good move to have. It's powerful, and it will help with the next two gyms. Yeah, so we'll also be catching a Snorlax in this episode, as you probably could have guessed. Normally, Snorlax is a huge pain in the butt to catch, but having Thomas and his 100% accurate Spore, as well as being faster than Snorlax, made it so, and also the sleep mechanics in this game, made it so I was able to not let Snorlax move at all, because in first generation, when a Pokemon wakes up, the Pokemon waking up counts as one turn, so So then it'll be like the Pokemon will wake up and they can't do anything they can't attack that turn. So then the next turn, because I'm faster, I can just use Spore again and put him to sleep again, and not worrying about Snorlax resting up and being a general pain. Because Snorlax has a pretty low capture rate, and added to the fact that Snorlax usually will rest up and regain its health and make him even harder to capture, makes him kind of a pain in the butt normally. However, all he took this time was just a couple Great Balls, like 4 or 5, maybe 4. That's 2. I think it's 4 or 5, because there's a little streak that goes on where I believe he just wakes up and then I have to put him right back to sleep again. But or I might be thinking of another time. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, anyway, I've always liked the idea of using Snorlax when I play through the game. Snorlax is kind of fun to use. I enjoy it, but and usually, oh yeah, here it is, the little streak that I'm talking about. Just Spore and then instantly wake up. But usually, by this time, I either have all my party members full, or I decide to use a Snorlax and then end up not wanting to use Snorlax because I don't know, for some reason Snorlax is just not that fun of a Pokemon to use to me. It's really bulky, and so it takes a lot of hits. It has really high defensive stats, and its attack stat is okay. It learns some good moves, Body Slam, and I believe you can teach it Earthquake, and some stuff in that nature. And it's a pretty fun Pokemon to use, but actually I can't say that because I just said it's not fun to use. It's a pretty good Pokemon, but I just have never really wanted to use him, even when I've said, oh hey, yeah, I'm going to use Snorlax. It just ends up not being that fun. To me, just some Pokemon are more fun to use than others. One of the most fun to use for me has been Thomas in this playthrough. I don't really know why. He basically just uses Dig and Mega Drain, and then has the ability to sleep and paralyze Pokemon, which is really nice, but like if you look at the moves, it's not all that special to make him like some sort of really fun Pokemon to use. But I think it's kind of just the novelty of I'm using a Paris, bitch. Nobody uses Paris. Makes it a fun Pokemon to use, and I've been really enjoying using Paris. And the same thing has gone for like basically the least fun Pokemon to use in this playthrough has been Squirtle and its evolutions, because it's been done so many times to use. Pretty much everybody uses their starter, but me using Squirtle it's been kind of not as fun, I guess. I don't know. Just something about it. It doesn't have novelty of being such an unused Pokemon, which is what I've kind of gone for with most of the Pokemon that I've been catching. Hence the reason why I have a Paris on my team and a Farfetch'd. The reason why I went with Nidoqueen was because Nidoking is so much more commonly used. And yeah, so basically, I went back and put some Pokemon in the PC, and now here we are showing the product of some battles. I went through the little route thing, and we're just on the other side where Snorlax was now, and basically just gonna only show off when the Pokemon are evolving, because the battles are really repetitive. The basic strategy was just switch in one Pokemon and then switch him out to give him the experience. I do this with Metapod, Caterpie, as well as the Pokemon that I choose to use after, which are to try to get some levels, which is Ghastly, because I believe he was only like 1 level away from an evolution when I caught him, and then I wanted to get some levels on Voltorb, because he evolves at level 30, and that's kind of high, so I decided that with this opportunity I would give him some more levels. But I also kind of use this opportunity to train up Sheila, but I decided to abandon Sheila after training her/him up this game, or on this route in this episode, because basically I was thinking about it, and there's not really any place where I'm gonna need a fire type coming up. there's no like super great benefit. I cover all my bases with my other Pokemon, and I can use that 6th Pokemon slot to rotate in a Pokemon that needs levels, so that I can evolve some dudes. And yeah, here I'm just I just show off that I got Casper and Pokeball, which are Voltorb and Ghastly respectively. I decide that I can rotate out a 5th Pokemon, or I mean, excuse me, my 6th Pokemon, and kind of clear out my Pokedex just a little bit quicker, because there's still a lot of trainer battles and stuff that I can do, in just like story stuff in the game, and I just wanted to show off the work that Casper did in this battle. It's actually pretty cool, how well Casper did. It just basically just because the Machop couldn't touch him, and her couldn't touch it. It's a ghost. It has no gender, I don't think. Like, I mean, I guess ghosts do have genders because they're like the souls of the deceased, but then there's like, if you believe in reincarnation, then you could be like your spirit could be both male and female. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. That's getting into beliefs and stuff. It's like you're treading on some thin ice, I guess you could say. Thin ice that's a good expression, right? I decided to show off this battle again because the wheezing, it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see it wheezing. And also, I just wanted to give basically a little synopsis of what all the battles were about, because I don't want to cut out all the battles. That's no fun. So I decided to give you guys this one against the Weezing, where Elizabeth just goes ham with Earthquake. Basically, Elizabeth is turned into the powerhouse of the team with Earthquake. Earthquake is a really strong move. Really strong. And we also get another really strong move. It doesn't benefit Elizabeth as much as Earthquake does, but it comes close, and that move is Surf. Surf is a really useful move. We get it in the end of this episode, because in this episode we basically clear out this route. I never knew which one it is. I would usually say route, I think. Yeah, like, whatever. But whatever. That's just me getting distracted. But, yeah, basically, we clear out the bike path area, and then we go to the city where we can both take on the next gym and go into the Safari Zone, where we can get two new HMs and catch a buttload of Pokemon, and that are all really hard to catch because Safari Zone mechanics are terrible. I leave in a little section of the Safari Zone so that I can explain the mechanics when they come, and so I will wait for that to actually complain a lot about Safari Zone mechanics, because even though they are terrible. Yeah, this little bike path is kind of cool. Basically, even if you don't touch the directional pad, you're basically like going downhill, and you have to have a bike with you to be able to access that area. And I believe that's the reason why you have a choice between either route. I chose the bike area just because I usually don't take it as often as I take the other area, and I wanted a little bit more variety, just personal variety. Plus, I'm gonna take on all the trainers on both routes to get levels and evolve some pokes, especially next episode. Next episode we go ham on the Pokemon count, because next episode we will be going ham. Haven't actually done it yet, but basically next episode will consist of me taking on all of the trainers from the route to the right, to the south. Basically, it's to the south of Lavender Town, to the right of where we are, to the right, and then we go up, and then there's a ton of trainers we can battle, and some Pokemon we can catch, and some cool stuff, definitely. But having so many trainers to battle and some pretty low level Pokemon, we're gonna be getting a lot of evolutions done, and there's also like 3 or 4 pokes that we can catch that we haven't been able to previously, plus some Pokemon in the water, because we get a special item next episode to get some Pokemon that like to swim in the water. But yeah, basically here's the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone sucks, and I don't like it. Basically, all I ever do in the Safari Zone is get the HMs that we need and call it a day, because I hate catching the Pokemon, and this has got to be the worst part of the Let's Play, is to have to go and spend, like, the 5 hours it will take me to get all the Pokemon. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to it, if you can't tell. Really, really not. It's worse than the Game Corner, definitely. 'Cause the Game Corner, there are some workarounds. If I don't want to have to actually go about catching all the Pokemon, I can buy them. Like, here is an Execute that we need to catch. It's one of the Pokemon here, and basically you're given 3 options besides run. You can throw a bait, which will make the Pokemon stay for longer. They'll be eating, but it makes them harder to catch. You can throw a rock, which is pretty much 100% of the time going to piss off the Pokemon, and the Pokemon will flee immediately. But if the Pokemon doesn't flee, it is much easier to catch. Or you can just throw a ball and hope that the Pokemon doesn't flee either way. But yeah, as you can see, I tried the bait, it didn't help. And then I tried the rock, and it ran. And almost every time you throw a rock, they will run, and it sucks. Especially when you run into Pokemon like Chansey, which have a 1% encounter rate in the entire place. Oh my god, it's ridiculously so tragically bad. I can't wait to be done with it. Also, I have no idea when I'll be able to record it. I need like a 3 to 5 hour block just to make a dent into the Safari Zone pokes. And I don't know when I'll have 3 to 5 hours to just record. It's probably not going to be till next weekend, which makes it so I won't be able to get a lot done at a good pace for this Let's Play. I'm basically going to have to do other stuff besides it, but that kind of frustrates me because I want to be... Because since the Safari Zone is in Fuchsia City, I want to be able to be done with Fuchsia City as soon as possible. Oh, excuse me. I had to yawn, I guess. I'm not really tired. It's not late or anything, but I did have to yawn. God, excuse me. That yawn made me lose my train of thought. God dang it. Yeah. Oh, I was talking about not being able to record that much, but I'll probably end up having to do other stuff. Go to the town of the 7th gym. Take on the 5th gym leader and evolve some Pokemon and stuff. Probably ending up waiting till next weekend, which won't be really relevant if you're watching this in like 2074 and you realize that Saturday was 74. It's 13. That's 300 and something, and then it's times a lot. That's a lot of years, and I don't feel like doing all the mental math right now. But yeah, I was really hoping that I'd be able to catch one Pokemon while I was running through this area, because I need to, I really wanted to take some off my list. Rhyhorn is a pretty rare one, so I was happy to see it. And I tried throwing bait so that it would stay, and it just ran. And they are so hard to catch. Oh my god. Because every Pokemon that is rare to find also has a low capture rate, and they're likely to run. And if you throw a rock at them, then they're even more likely to run. But if you don't throw a rock at them, then they're really, really unlikely to catch. So you're stuck in a little bit of a predicament. Especially because you only have 500 steps to go look around for these dudes. It's not the greatest of situations for the 100% completing the Pokedex thing. What I'm thinking about doing, though, is if you're watching this, like, kind of near the time it comes out, when I do end up, what's the word I'm tackling, I guess, taking on the the Safari Zone. I will be, I'll probably end up streaming it just so that, like, streaming the entire 5 hours or whatever, just so that I might have somebody to keep me company or something. I just don't want to have to take it on alone, and I'm so lonely. Don't have nobody. No, I just don't want to do it without, like, cause it's just gonna be frustrating, and I feel like I'd get less frustrated if I was live streaming it, and I don't know. Maybe it's like something about like when people are around, I'm not as like frustration, angry, true Graham, I hate everyone kind of stuff. Even though I don't hate everyone, I in general try to not hate anyone. But yeah, here is one of the most important items in the area: the gold teeth. With the gold teeth, you can now, because if you couldn't tell, I went to that guy's house, and then he was speaking gibberish at the beginning of the episode. He was like, and then you had the answer to, and then you had the ability to say yes or no. It doesn't matter what you say, until you get the gold teeth, you have to give them to that guy, who is the mayor, and he will give you TM something, whatever TM strength is. And basically, I had to get rid of an item right there so that I could talk to this guy, who will give us HM3, I believe, which is Surf. Yeah, HM3. And now we have the ability to surf, I think, or I think we get it from the 5th gym, because we get. I don't think we can surf yet. I think we have to get that from the 5th gym, because we get the ability to fly from the 6th, and then 7th is I don't know, or maybe we get the ability to use strength from. I forget which gym lets us use strength. What gym is that? It'll be probably in the description of this video, because I might forget to put it on screen. It'll be either on screen or in the description, if you're curious. Because I can't remember, and I'm going to look it up. Guaranteed. In fact, I'm reaching for my iPad now, so that I can look it up as soon as I'm done talking. And yes, I'm super curious. I'll try to remember to put it on screen. No guarantees, but it'll be somewhere. You'll be able to see it if you don't remember either way. I'll just look up like the benefits of each gym badge in red and blue or something. And yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Basically, we're just gonna take on one more little thing and get strength by talking to the mayor. And I think I was like trying to I was like looking at something, looking away, and that's why I end up walking around hitting the wall and stuff. But there's, because giving the golden, or it's not the mayor, it's the warden. The warden. It's not the mayor. Anytime I think of a mayor, I always think of Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons, and he makes me laugh. Warden, though, that's completely different, and for that, I am an idiot. And he tells us about Surf, which we already have, and so basically doesn't really help us much now, does it? But yeah, now that we have strength, I know that we can use strength, which is HM4. First I teach Surf to Elizabeth, because I was thinking about it. And then I believe I teach one of my dudes strength. I believe it's Tyson, just because I'm not going to be using him. And Tyson was one of the guys I was training up. I put him in my party after I had finished with the other guy. But so yeah, basically using strength on that it'll allow us to get a repel, and then that will be it for the episode. So yeah, basically, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as the screen fades to black, I mysteriously quiet down until I whisper. Not really. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.